I think it was pretty funny.
It was very funny.
Oh, that was great.
It's
I
like,
mean, him, that's like just the fact that you're able to see something that, let's be honest, a lot of people have done cooking stuff at Barstool, and to make it completely different and new,
thank you, bro. That's very nice.
I
of
think
you.
speaks to your inventiveness,
Keep this
but
in.
also how fucking linear-minded so many people are here. You know?
Well, I just think it's you guys were the perfect people to do it.
All right. Shall we? Alrighty, welcome back to the Son of a Boy Dad podcast. Today it is 1:42 p.m. It's February 19th. We are here live from HQ. Trace.
Sass moved his flight so the boys can
I did.
gab.
I decided to sacrifice my comfort and relaxation for tomorrow for the podcast.
You're a big man.
No, I really didn't. I really just didn't feel like traveling today.
Did you have a hotel room up there?
No, I was going to go home.
Oh, just stay at home with mommy and
I was going to
daddy?
go to my parents' house, but then I decided I'm just going to go back on Sunday.
To your parents?
Yeah.
Yeah. And grab some stuff, and you'll be back here on Monday for Son of a Boy Dad.
Well, I'll be back here on Monday, but I don't think I'm going to grab anything. What would I be grabbing from my parents' house?
A hug?
A hug? Yeah, maybe I'll get a hug in.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Sounds nice.
Hug your
My
dad.
favorite childhood tchotchke?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
A nice tchotchke. Do you have any toys maybe from home that you could
No,
bring?
but I do have a pair of Beats at home that I forgot.
Big.
So, yeah, there is something to grab.
My
You acted
sister
like,
got me them.
You acted like I was a psycho for saying grab something at home. You're like, I don't think I will.
My sister got me Beats for Christmas, like nice Beats. And I was like, where did you get the money? Like, she's in college.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, how did you get this? And then it was like, I guess it was one of those things where she bought something and then they just like gave her the Beats.
Yeah, well, that's what you would say if you were running a grow-op.
A what?
A grow-op?
What is a grow op?
I think she has a grow operation.
She obviously has a grow up.
Oh, you think my sister has a grow operation?
College grow-op.
She could. She lives in Vermont.
Yeah, there you go.
She's the
She
Fezco
very
of
well could have a grow op.
Vermont.
I've been buying my weed from your sister since she was a freshman.
Well, she ships.
She does. And she puts it beneath birthday cards and candles to make it seem
With the coffee grounds to throw off the smell.
if
Very
a
DC.
member of
Very
the
DC-like.
Postal Service were to actually open it, they would only see that and repackage.
That's good. That's good shit.
Well, she knows.
Well,
It's only a matter of time before she moves up.
she's the female. She's the white Griselda. She puts the Blanca in Griselda Blanca, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. You know what I did? I did a pretty big deep dive on the Delta Force last night.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
To try and debunk something he said, or just
No, I just genuinely, I really don't think I had ever really looked into it until we talked about it the other day.
Someone reached out to me and said that a lot of the time when we talk about military stuff that
We're wrong.
We're a little bit wrong.
Yeah, that's fine.
And to that person, I would say, stop committing stolen valor. Okay, we know, and just because you tell us you were in the military doesn't mean I believe you whatsoever.
And
That's not
there's
cool.
enough military bros that enjoy the podcast, and
Yeah.
I think they like that it's wrong. Not your fake valor stealing ass.
Yeah, I mean, I talked to Bo about it for a while because there's a kid that we grew up with that is I went to like West Point and he's like in the military now, and he posted a picture on Instagram and he's fucking huge, and he's with all of his buddies and they're all fucking like tanks,
Yeah.
like fucking linebackers, but just straight muscle. And I was talking to Bo and I was like, dude, these guys would destroy you, like because he's trying to be in the military.
Yes.
It's like these guys would fuck you up.
But there's a wide array. If you just say military,
He was like, I guess he said that that's a big thing in the military is you got to sizes and everything.
Is not everything?
Yeah.
Interestingly, in the Black Hawk Down doc, they show pictures of those guys who were all Army Rangers.
Yeah.
On the day or the morning of their first, when they went into Mogadishu.
Yeah.
And they're all at the beach. So they're all shirtless. And they're cut, but they're not huge.
Yeah.
And I wonder if that has changed in the military. Because that was 1993.
It probably it's probably a lot of jacked dudes now.
I think so. And there's also been evidence, of course, that, members of the Navy SEALs were taking steroids, which, by the way,
They should.
is totally
Yes.
fine and probably the right thing
Yes.
to do.
they're fighting for us.
The problem was that they were saying that some of these guys, there was a guy who died, I think, as a result of buds. in training because they just like pushed themselves past points of injury, and that was a controversy. But he was doing steroids.
They should all. There shouldn't be a single person. Even I don't care if you're working the fucking laptops.
Correct.
In a tent, you should still be juicing.
Yeah, there's no Hall of Fame.
No.
No. They would be excluded from.
Yeah. You're not gonna get your medals stripped because they find out you're juicing.
I think not.
Blackball in the Green Berets.
Yeah. I
Doesn't
want
make
all of my special forces guys juicing.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And mean. I want them mean as hell. Maybe some facial hair.
Yeah.
But sometimes they don't have to be as big. Like that video of the rock climber who has a better pull than the two. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah. Forearm strength.
But
better
here's a
forearm
good
strength.
debate we were having. Do you think it's harder to get into the NFL, or do you think it's harder to be a Delta Force?
Delta Force.
You think?
I actually do, yeah.
I think it's probably pretty close.
I don't know, man. I don't know from a numerical standpoint. Right?
I looked it up. It's it said online that it was around 2,000. There's around 2,000 Delta Force members in
Actively.
the world. Yeah.
Okay, but how many new ones are there every year? That's the question.
I think it's like barely any.
Right. So
Yeah.
then you talk about there's 5 rounds of draft picks every year?
There's
Plus
probably
7? Plus fucking undrafted free agents?
yeah, but
whatever?
not all those guys. I'd say like a guy that plays in the NFL, not someone that just gets drafted.
That's a completely different
well, that's what I
number.
meant. That's what I meant.
Well, let's say there's 22 starters on every team times
Yeah.
30 teams, so like a little bit more than 600.
I'll include
660.
second string.
So then 1,200.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, how many members of the but then you also got to think that not everyone in the military wants to be a Delta Force.
No, maybe not. But
Probably a good amount don't.
yeah, but I guess why is that relevant?
Because I'd assume most people that are playing like college football want to be in the NFL. But a lot of them probably have come to terms with the fact that they're never going to be in the NFL.
Yeah, I just don't. That is an interesting question. I don't know. I don't know how to figure
I bet
out.
it's close.
there's been how many Super Bowls?
50.
50 Super Bowls, 50 guys on a roster. So have more people won the Super Bowl or been Delta Force?
Dude, are you sure there are 2,000 active Delta Force members right now?
I think that's what I read, yeah. Let me look it up.
Dude, I wouldn't argue with him. I wouldn't go against him.
Yeah.
He's going to be hot.
Does Bo have aspirations to join Delta Force someday?
No, he said not at all.
Too hard?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
said it's like impossible.
Yeah.
It says Delta Force has about 2,000 soldiers, with 300 to 400 of them being combat personnel.
So some of them are the steroid computer guys.
Yeah, probably. If there's only 300 of them, that's pretty sick.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
that's straight out of Greek mythology.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Holy shit.
Imagine being one of the 300. Do you think they have they probably have like a WhatsApp group chat together?
Yeah.
Just sending the most racist memes you've ever seen?
Even the black guys are sending
Oh,
racist
yeah.
Yeah, you can
memes.
get away with anything if you're Delta
Yeah.
Force. Yeah.
100%.
Say something, pussy.
Yeah, what are you going to do? I'll kill you with my hands.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like that. Have you ever seen the Sam Hyde clip of what the guy's like, I heard you say the N-word. And he's like, yeah. He's like, why do you say that? And he's like, because I like to. And he's just like 6'5". He's just fucking massive. It's probably what these Delta Force guys
Dude,
are like.
I met him in Vegas, and he is a fucking
He's huge,
tank.
right?
Dude, he's like an NBA. He's like the size of like an NFL player.
6'5", 300.
Yeah. If he was walking in a pack of NFL players, you would never be like, oh, that guy's not in the NFL.
Because I like to.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I guess he doesn't say it with hate.
I don't know.
Yeah. We just finished eating steak.
Yeah, we just did the steak off.
And we're not going to say who won, but please watch it. It'll be coming out today. So this episode comes out Thursday. This will come out at 6 p.m. tonight. But let's just say, very close. Both guys did a great job with their steak. And I think it was good content. It was good fun.
It was a blast. I think there was a lot of hoots and a lot of hollers.
I'm so glad to hear you say it was a blast because I wasn't even inviting you to come on and promote it beforehand because I was so scared that you wouldn't even do the actual thing. Like that you didn't want to do it, that you wouldn't do it.
No, I was definitely down. I will say, like, you were probably one of the only people that I would have done it for, though.
Let's go. Who are
Like,
the
I
other
woke
people?
up this morning and I was like, to be honest, I think if this was anyone else but Roan, I would be canceling right
Yeah,
now.
he wouldn't have done it for me. That's for sure.
I was so tired.
And there was also like a nice money prize involved with it, and that's because I wanted to, buttress against the fact that
Yeah.
you might not want to do it. It's like, hey, there is decent
Yeah.
money that's involved coming out of my bank account.
Sass and I actually, right beforehand, we met in a place he's never been before, which was Whole Foods.
No, I'd been there. Get lost in that vitamin section. They have a great vitamin section in there.
The best.
Yeah.
The magnesium, the manganese.
I'm looking at everything. I'm
The
looking at shit that
mangrove.
I've never once considered putting in my body, and I'm like, I feel like this would change my life.
Yeah, you didn't know this, but I just let you get ahead, and then I followed you around the grocery store and secretly
Oh, really?
watching to see what you were looking at.
You saw me go over to the vitamin section.
Yeah.
I turned around though because I was like, I'm gonna get lost in here if I go in.
You're gonna lose track of time.
Yeah.
Francis said that you kept sniffing the icings, just to like get a taste of it.
The icing?
Yeah, like the
No.
cake icing.
No. Francis was getting lost in everything.
Oh, I know that place like the back of my hand.
It's a
He's a
decent grocery store. It's pricey though.
Very pricey, but at the same time, great selection of meats, great selection of fishes. The fish in that store,
They do.
you can have any fish
They
you
do have a
want, and it
great
all looks
selection
pretty
of
fresh.
fish.
Yeah, they've got good fish. Not the best fish.
It's not a fish market, but as far as like
Yeah.
breadth of the amount of different types of fish that you can get,
It's pretty good. Other Whole Foods do better fish, though, I've noticed. Because a lot of the time they'll have a lot that's previously frozen. That's how I judge a good monger, is by the amount of fresh versus
monger
previously
sounds like a
frozen.
slur.
Monger
It does.
sounds like a slur for sure.
Monger sounds like a vicious slur. Fucking mongers.
Yeah.
You drive off.
Whoa. Whoa.
You fucking mongers. Fuck out of our neighborhood.
It sounds like something you'd yell before throwing like a Molotov cocktail.
Just a couple peaceful mongers there, like protesting.
Ever since they started busting in the mongers, this town has gone to shit.
This mongers linking arms across the road. Fuck you, mongers. You
It
drive
definitely
through them.
does sound like that. What was the one that we had on the yak?
Jick.
Jick.
Make America mongerless again.
Yeah.
Jick is bad. That's, yeah.
That's
Jick
for,
sounds bad, right?
Mhm.
for magician.
It's for magicians. It's a
Oh.
slur.
Someone who's into magic. Jick. You fucking jick. All the fucking jicks and mongers in this town. I can't even fucking go anywhere.
Golly.
New
it
York
does
has gone to shit
sounds-
after all
makes
the
your
fucking
skin
jicks
crawl.
and
Sound
Makes
bad.
your
mongers.
skin crawl, yeah.
I think Jick sounds way worse than monger. Jick
Well-
sounds like something that you would get sent to the principal's office for saying.
Jick is very adjacent to a slur.
Yeah,
That's
one that
why.
Roan's familiar with. Roan, remember when Roan said that slur on the yak?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
And they tried to bring you down.
They really
Yeah.
did, because it was right after Mintz said the slur. And so the people who were advocating for Mintz to be reinstated were advocating for me to be fired.
They were
at
like,
the
well,
same
if
time.
Vince is fired, then why is Roan not fired?
Yeah, that's a classic way to really solve a problem and bring less attention to it.
Yeah.
Dole out equal punishment for an ensuing infraction.
Which also isn't even a verboten slur.
No.
No.
It's a fun slur that I won't say again.
Yeah. I had something I did something bad yesterday.
What happened?
You ever go to a sample sale?
No.
What's that, for like fabrics?
I think this one was clothing.
What's a sample sale?
I don't really understand it, to be honest with you, and I've never been to one, but there was one yesterday for that had a brand that I like, but I have never purchased because it's way too expensive.
I see.
What wouldn't you purchase?
The brand is Brunello Cucinelli.
Of course.
Do you know them?
Of course.
That sounds familiar.
I've never been able to get around how expensive their clothing is.
How expensive is it?
It's preposterous.
Like, how much would like a pair of pants be?
a pair of pants?
Probably
I mean,
$3,000?
could be $2,000.
That's insane.
Yeah, and they have sweaters that are $5,000. They're known
That's
for their
absurd.
cashmere. Like it's preposterous.
What's the difference between a $5,000 sweater and say maybe a $200 sweater?
Probably that it won't pill.
Ever? Like if I get a $5,000 sweater, I want that I should be able to wear that every day for the rest of my life.
And you should be able to wear that through a bramble bush and
yes.
not have it prick her up.
yeah.
So I just opened their website. The first 10 items or so. Deconstructed blazer, $5,400. Trousers, $1,900. Field jacket, $4,700. Water resistant Parker, $4,900. Blazer, $4,400. Twill trousers, $1,500. And, $5,000.
Yeah.
Below everything.
It's
you
too
get
much. It's insane. It's nauseating. I mean, their stores are lovely. Everything is set out really
hope.
well. You go in there and they'll bring you a perfect espresso or a balanced cocktail, whatever you want.
What are your thoughts on that?
I like it if I'm shopping with someone, especially a woman that I'm dating, who is going to take a long time and I'm bored.
Like you'd get a cocktail?
Potentially, if I were in the mood.
Yeah.
Well,
what about espresso?
If I hadn't had a coffee yet that day.
Yeah.
But they'll have nice truffles and stuff like that.
Yeah. What about you ever go to a barber and they're like, would you like a shot of whiskey?
Yeah, see, that I don't love.
That I don't understand.
Frankly, drinking before shopping is what lubricates me to make purchases that I might otherwise have been on the fence about.
That's probably why they do it.
I bet it is.
Yeah.
But like at a barber shop, it's like, what am I? I'm getting the same haircut no matter what.
I go to like a shitty barber right in West Village, and every time I walk in, my haircut will be like 10 a.m. and they'll be like, would you like a shot of whiskey? No.
And it's not like you're lubricating for a bigger purchase. It's not like you're going to be like, hey, actually, give me the cornrows.
Yeah.
Twist me up.
That also doesn't sound like a shitty barber. I've never been to a bad barber that had liquor to give away. My place where I get my haircut
See this?
does not allow liquor.
The two barbers that I go to, I rotate sometimes depending on if I'm in a bad mood or not. The two ones that I rotate in between both offer me a shot of whiskey.
Okay.
Upon arrival.
Don't lie. You cannot lie.
Okay.
What is the cost before tip of your haircut?
The one that I go to that's right by my apartment, I think it is 60.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one that is closer to my old apartment, I think that's 80.
Yeah.
The one that's 80, way nicer barbershop. Like it's like a...
Is that fellow barber?
No, I think
You
it's
don't
actually...
go to fellow barber?
I think it might actually be called like Harry & Co. or something like that.
Fuck.
Let me look it up.
Surprised
What
you
the
don't
hell?
get a discount.
The only time I'll have the shot or the drink is for my Christmas haircut.
Oh.
After all the shopping's done, you have a little bit of a Christmas haircut. You have the shot of whiskey. I think that's the only time where it's appropriate.
That's not bad.
So you're in Brunello Cucinello.
Well, okay. I follow some guy on Instagram who always announces where these sample sales are. I never really knew what they were, but finally he announced that one was starting. And it was really close to the office. So when I went out to get my lunch, I just walked over there for a few minutes to see what was going on, and coincidentally, I think it opened right before I got there. So I was like one of the first couple people in. And it was in an unmarked space, just a space. It could have been an event space that, whatever. It wasn't a store. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The cashier was set up on a plastic folding table with one of those cash app or credit card apps that didn't work at all.
Yeah.
She had to keep unplugging it and restarting it. But inside were rows and rows of assorted clothing that were not, they weren't set up by size. It was just totally random. So you had to kind of hunt, I guess.
Yeah.
But they had a lot of Brunello stuff, and all of it was 75% off.
Ooh.
75%.
Was it real?
Yeah.
What the hell? So you could get your $1,100 trousers for $300 some dollars.
Yeah. It all of a sudden, all this shit was like close to being accessible, Some of it was still nuts, but like, I don't know. It was like I bought a pair of really nice boots, $2,000 boots. They were $430.
God damn.
Which is still a lot.
Still a lot, but it's actually not that bad for like a nice pair of
Well,
like
that's
a
my
nice
point.
pair of boots is what, 300 as
you
is,
can get
200.
Yeah. I mean, let's put it this way.
I mean, mine are like 60, but I don't have nice boots.
You're pricing up for the fellas.
Yeah.
These are probably $200.
I would never have bought the boots for $2,000. That's insane. I would never have done that. But all of a sudden, they were in range. So I went
just
there.
buy boots though?
Yeah.
So you're a multiple boot man.
Those are the ones I bought at Brunello are very different. They're not like hiking boots.
These are like cowboy boots.
No. They're just like, they're closer to that.
Timberlands.
Those are not Tim's.
These are Jim Green's, South African.
Yeah. They're dressier boots, but with some ruggedness to them.
Got it.
How many pairs of boots are you at right now? About 5?
Too many.
7?
I have too many pairs of boots, and I probably shouldn't buy anymore.
I have 2.
It's
Well,
good.
one of them is more of a shoe. My hiking boots are more of a shoe than they are a boot. But then my wading boots are a boot. And my wading boots are damn nice boots. Sims.
Nice.
Or, no, they might be Orvis.
Dude, let me
So
say this,
comfortable.
though. This sample sale world is unlike anything I've ever fucking seen. I went in there, and within 10 minutes, the place was pretty full. And I'm going to say something a little bit controversial here. Every single person in there
Asian?
was either wearing a yarmulke
Mm.
or an Indian guy.
Ah.
But they were all fucking great. There was a sense
No,
of
because that's not what I expected.
there
when I
was
heard
an
yarmulke.
excitement. There was an excitement and a sense of community among the men, because all men
Yeah.
in this place, where we have felt as if we had stumbled upon a gold mine, and we were the first people in there.
That's probably how women feel at outlet malls. Whenever women are like, you're like, nice pants, and they'll be like, oh yeah, Target, $20, and it's got pockets, type of thing.
Yeah.
And they're so excited about it. That's probably the same chemicals in the brain.
There was a little bit of a frenzy.
Was it all men?
Yes.
Damn.
There was a little bit of a frenzy, okay? Because the aisles are narrow. There's 4 linear racks of clothing. As I said, there's no order to it. So you're brushing past a guy who's got a fucking shopping bag, and a few of them had charts of items that had the real prices of
Yeah.
the actual thing, I guess, even though the price tags had them. I think they were shopping for like their communities.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or for home, wherever that is.
Do you think that there's a chance that they
Brooklyn.
they were shopping for resale?
Potentially. That was a suspicion that I
I
had.
will say that was my first thought. When you said that the boots were $400 and they were $2,000 originally, my first thought was resale.
You can make some money on
You could
that.
make some serious.
Or buy 4
some
pairs.
serious dough.
You have 1 pair for yourself, and then the other 3 pairs you're selling
You're
for.
paying. You're paying for
yourself.
You're paying for yourself.
Supply. Yeah, don't
You're
get
getting
high on
free
your own
boots.
supply. Yeah.
You're getting high on your own supply. You're making $6,000 in profit,
Yeah.
minus the $1,200 that you paid for the, or $1,600 that you paid for them.
Yeah.
You're still making
So you got them for
Financing
400.
your
They were
habit.
$2K originally. Sell them for say $550 a piece.
Yeah, I think, yeah, right.
No, you sell them for the whole price.
No, I don't think
No
you
one's
can
gonna
sell
buy
them
them
for the whole price. You got to give them a discount. But you could probably sell those boots for like $1,200
Yeah.
on Poshmark
Yeah.
or something like that. New with tags.
Poshmark.
Authentic.
You ever watch
Poshmark.
those videos of people bringing in the shoes
Yes.
and they're always smacking the sole?
Yeah, and the person smells them.
Yeah, they're like, I don't hear that hollow sound.
Sounds like a watermelon.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
always
yeah,
say a
yeah,
watermelon.
Yeah. See, I'm getting more of a. Sorry, buddy. No, those are fake.
Some 9-year-old kid.
Yeah, it's always just a child with his dad, and then just some like 25-year-old dude is just like. See how I'm getting more of a hollow, more of an empty sound there.
Well, there's no foot in the shoe.
See, the real pandas, they're actually they got more of a stiff
Yeah,
sound.
right.
The only people that get combative are the Mexican brothers and sisters who will go
Yeah.
in there. They'll get combative if you tell them they have a fake shoe.
Oh, of course.
Mm.
I mean, it's probably devastating to find out. Imagine if you found out that those $400 boots you bought were. What if you opened up like the New York Times app today and all of a sudden you found out that store was just a scam? It was all fake.
Well, I wouldn't be thrilled, but at the same time,
If you can't tell, who can?
Well, that, and that's why I would never have bought them. 75% off was such an outrageous discount.
Yeah.
So I don't know where these clothes come from, to be honest with you.
Did they have the Brunello Cucinello?
They were totally legit.
So they had the tag on it. It's not like it was just from the
Yeah,
same factory.
Correct. And you know, I whatever. The quality is insane. The quality of Brunello, it's all made in Italy. Their cashmere is what they're known for. Their suede, their leather, all this shit. It's insane. So I cannot imagine that you can fake that quality for a low price. Does that make sense?
I understand that, but I do know a lot of people will use the same factory as a manufacturer.
Sure.
But that's probably more China.
Right.
I genuinely don't, and I'm not even saying it to be like, oh, I don't spend a lot of money. I genuinely, like, if you showed me these pants right here that I'm wearing, and you were like, these are $10,000,
Right.
I would be like, interesting. I don't know why, but I would believe you.
I think there's certain items that are easier to understand why they're priced the way they are
Yeah.
versus others, right? I agree. Like pants, it's like, come on, why would you charge $2,000 for pants? That's crazy. But I bought a suede sort of like safari jacket is what it's called. And I bought that from there and I put it on and I feel like I'm wearing air.
Yeah.
It feels as if the leather that they used to make this jacket was sourced from a cow that was pulled out of the mother's womb,
Yeah.
like almost unborn. Like
Yeah.
they caught it before it hit the ground,
Yeah.
skinned it,
Yeah.
and then made that into one jacket.
Yeah.
And they skinned it the way that you try to skin like a clementine.
Yeah.
get the
yeah.
whole-
All one peel.
Yeah.
One-
Yeah.
Yeah.
All one
Continuous
peel,
skinning.
one hide, one peel,
Yeah.
no breakage, and then they formed that right into this supple suede
That
jacket.
sounds so nice.
So here's another interesting thing. They
How much
didn't
did
have
you
any-
buy? How much shit did you
To
get?
be honest with you, I don't really want to get into it. I don't feel comfortable. I'm embarrassed, and it changed the way that my next month or two is going to look.
I don't know. I don't understand how you can spend that much money.
I have a problem.
Yeah.
It's a problem. I'm very
5 items?
No, more.
So like you spent over $5,000.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Let's
On
put
the
it this way.
75% off
Yeah,
sale.
that's crazy.
Let's put it this way. I saved tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, but you spent $5,000. I'd assume you're around $5,000 to $7,000 spending.
You'd be wrong.
You spent $10,000, 75% off.
Dude,
So
like when I bought
it
the
would've been
Super
40
Bowl ticket, I had to like text everyone I know and be like, just a heads up, some money has been moved.
Yeah, but that's because
It's like when you get the call from
you
your
don't-
bank.
That's because you don't even run your own finances, though.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way.
Hey, I met with my guy on Monday. He said I'm a tight spender.
I walked out of that store. I texted our agent and was like, "You might want to get on the phone. I could use some work." But here's the thing, right? There's some interesting things. As I said, there was this sense of community to the degree that I would try something on and I would ask one of these other guys, one of the Jewish guys or one of the Indian guys, like, "Hey, what do you think of this?"
They'd hang up their Bluetooth to answer you.
Yeah, and because the salespeople weren't salespeople. It was as if they were running like a bake sale.
Yeah.
They were just there to do the transactions. When you walked in, you had to check your coat and your bag because they were very worried about people stealing shit and walking out with it. There were no security tags on any of these clothes. It all felt a little shady to the degree that it felt like these clothes had fallen off a truck.
Did
That's
you even
nice,
take your
though.
coat, or were you just
Yeah,
like
they
leave
did.
it?
What?
Like when you were leaving, did you pick back up your coat, or were you just like, you
Yeah,
guys
the
can
coat
just
I
keep
walked
it?
in with is my nicest coat. It's the
Still.
one I was wearing today.
Still,
Yeah,
it's a
probably.
great
even while
coat.
leaving the store, it was still your nicest coat.
It's the coat I bought in Sadness. It's the Sadness coat.
I see. So when you walked in with that coat,
They were like, he's gonna buy a lot of
did
stuff.
you
Get him
say
the big bag.
did they put your coat maybe in like a separate area
No, they hung it
away
up.
from the Jewish coats and the Indian?
All the
coats?
Jewish coats were just in a pile.
No, they were all in those fucking big ass boxes. You ever see the hats? The hats, the box hats.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah, on the airplane.
It's like when someone. It's like
where
you
it's
ever-
like, oh, why is all the overhead space gone? Oh, there's a whole.
oh, there's 2 Jewish dudes on the flight. There's 2 Hasidic Jews on the flight.
Oh, Williamsburg is going to California today. Oh, that's what it is.
They do the cases that they use for their clothes are like the same. Like when I used to play the clarinet.
Yeah, it's cello. It's
literally-
cello
yeah,
hard cases.
yeah. It's literally like the
Like a
instrument
French
cases.
horns.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
closest. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
like, God forbid they want to bring the jackets.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Those masterpieces.
Yeah.
You'd have to take it apart and put like an arm in one overhead, an arm in another one.
Okay, but here's the last piece. There were no changing rooms. And people were trying on pants. Meaning guys were in their fucking boxers and underwear in the middle of the store.
Yeah, that's insane.
Pulling new pants on. There was a frenzy to this.
How many people were in there?
I mean, they only let in a certain amount. When I walked in, I was the second or third guy in, and it was very civil.
Was there a line?
Quiet.
When you left?
By the time I left, there was a line.
What?
Did you say anything snarky while leaving?
Yeah, good luck. Now, only weird sizes now.
Yeah.
Only triple XL, triple
Yeah.
XS.
You better be
Yeah.
on the fringes.
Oh, you're not finding anything. Regular size guy?
Yeah.
Regular size Jew like you?
Head home now, guys. Wrap it up.
Dude, that suede jacket I bought was a preposterous find. There were a lot of items that there were, 2 or 3 or 4 different sizes of. That one was tucked away. It was the only one of one, and
What kind of jacket
crazy.
is the suede jacket? Like, is it like a
You're
bomber?
gonna see me wearing all this stuff.
But
over
I'm
the
curious
coming
to know,
months.
like, is it a bomber?
God, no.
No.
You think he's wearing bombers?
Well, I don't know if you're going to become like one of those kind of comedians that wears like a bomber suede on stage.
No, I'm not gonna wear any of this stuff on stage. I dress down for comedy. I know my place.
He's trying to look approachable,
Yeah.
which I get.
I can't be wearing Brunello on
I think I'm going to
stage.
start. I've been considering dressing up for comedy recently.
That wouldn't be the worst idea.
Yeah, because I got my tapes from Toronto, and I was like, dude, I look like fucking ass.
This is the first time that you've felt that way about
It
yourself?
was just like my fucking pants are sagging down, my sweater's in a weird position.
I can't. This is so surreal to hear you coming to terms with this. This is like someone admitting they have a drinking problem.
Which he's done as well. The self-reflection is crazy in this young one. And I guess is realizing that, like, you don't have a mirror really in your house.
I don't have a mirror now.
That is a big part of it, I'm sure.
I have probably 700 videos of myself.
I was going to say, has anyone ever, if you saw a compilation of yourself just from the podcast alone,
No, to see
you'd
how
be like,
my
is this one episode?
to see how my clothes
Is
look.
this a super cut from one episode?
He's only ever seen himself seated, though. He doesn't know what he looks like standing up.
No,
like
I
how
do.
it bunches in the crotch
I
region.
do. Because I take videos. I prop my phone up and then I record and then I walk like 10 feet away from it to see what it looks like. And then I watch the video.
That's how you check to see how
Yeah.
you look in what you've dressed?
Yeah.
You film yourself doing a catwalk?
Yes.
I would kill to have those videos.
I have thousands of them.
I would kill.
I can't believe that's how you see if what you're wearing is the right
I don't
fit.
have any other way of doing it.
Get a fucking mirror. They're $10.
There's nowhere to put a mirror.
On the wall? You can't put a mirror on the wall?
What do you mean there's
What do you mean?
I don't have a wall
They're-
to put a
they're
mirror.
a two-dimensional item. They're flush. If you can own a television in your apartment, you can own a mirror. This is nuts. You look like one of those fashion guys.
I have to do it. There's no other way. This is
What
how
about-
I've been doing this for years.
You really could be a whole ass influencer with this. You could be like outfits of the week.
There
Honestly,
really
it
is.
goes
There really is.
Or-
Like
or the
there's
throwing
there's
fits guys.
hundreds of them.
It
Bro,
goes
that's-
crazy.
Creepy, dude. It's weird.
I can't believe how many there are.
You need to post some of these, dude. This is unbelievable.
You know that you would be selling out.
There's so many. Like they're so easy to find. There's
can I
just so many.
There's so
of them.
many.
Here's a question. This
I
is
gotta
a
go.
j-
I gotta go through and delete them. There's
Sass,
so many.
This is such a stunning moment. This is such a curtain reveal, because all this time, based on the way that you dress, the assumption has been you don't care how you look.
No,
And yet here we are seeing an absolute attention to detail.
it's more.
You care deeply.
It's like Boris Johnson when he used to be like, "Oh, I messed up my hair like on purpose to look."
See, I go
Yes.
every angle. Look at this one.
Dude, this is
This is
so
at a
strange.
hotel. This is at a hotel in Austin. I gotta get the side, back.
Who is this for?
I
Just
cannot.
you?
My mind is exploding right now, dude.
Yeah, it's for me because I like you want to know what you look like.
Yeah, but hold on. Hotels have mirrors.
Not that one.
There's no way you stayed at a hotel that didn't have a mirror.
That was in Austin. It had it just had like an above waist mirror, like in the bathroom.
Right, okay, fine. But that wasn't good enough? You
No.
need a full body shot.
I want to know what the pants
Buddy,
look
this
like.
is really surprising to me. That is vanity. You have some vanity, which I'm very happy
Yeah,
about.
I don't
happy
think
about
it's
it
that
too.
surprising. I think it's like that's why I wear the same outfit all the time.
It makes me really happy, but it makes me a little bit sad that you're never going to like put those all together and be like outfit of the week. Like it's wasted content that's just sitting on your phone.
It's not content.
I promise you it is.
It's so funny.
I promise
This
you
is
it is.
unbelievably funny to learn. I don't do this. I don't do this.
Because
what
you
you're
have a
doing.
mirror. You
I
would
don't
do
have
it
a,
if you
I
had
don't-
a mirror.
I don't have a full-length mirror in my apartment. I don't.
No.
I don't have a full-length mirror
Because
in
they
my
all
apartment.
start out with like me looking right at the camera and then
Dude,
like
he's-
setting it up.
If he's not going to show you, this is what it is. Ready? It's this. He puts the phone here, and then he walks away, and he goes like this. And he's like, and then he goes like that. That's what he's doing right now.
Like he's a model.
Back, he grabs the phone, and then he watches it, and he's like, fuck! And then he changes his, hoodie or something. That's what all those videos are. Every one of them.
Well, because it's like
You're like a bride.
no, I think it's because it's like in
You
high
look like
school.
a bride.
Because it's like for a while I only ever looked at the upper half. Like for a while I
How
would
long
just
have you
I
been
would
doing this?
since I moved to New York.
Wait, we have every outfit you've ever worn since you moved to New York?
No, because they're all on old phones and stuff.
Are
but-
there times where you just don't even care how you look and you go out?
like today? Like I know what this outfit looks like.
Right, that's a tried and true.
This is a tried and true. This is one of the hits.
Yeah.
So I didn't know. Like it's usually like if I'm gonna wear different pants or a different sweatshirt or something like that, or like if I'm going to do a show. Like before shows, I'll do it often because I want to. Because like sometimes like, so if you look in the mirror regularly, you guys probably don't. You might get it more than him because I'm sure everything you put on just like, oh wow, fits like a glove again.
no,
Who's surprised?
For what it's worth, I don't have the attention to what I'm wearing that you do.
Because everything you put on fits you naturally.
Why?
Because you're like an in shape, normally sized person.
But you're not out of shape. I
I am
don't.
out of shape, and my body is like it's like scientists need to study it when I die.
But hold on a second. Respectfully, the clothes you wear don't hint at what type of shape you are in at any way.
that's the goal.
You wear pretty subtle.
It's like Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
You like kind of want to mute your body.
That's what I do.
But there's nothing that you own that would be like, oh shit, look at Sass's body. I can't tell in anything that you wear jackets inside.
the reasoning behind it is so occasionally I'll put on a fit where like maybe I'll put on my green hiking pants and then I'll put on a sweatshirt and I'll look in the mirror and I'll be like, oh, this looks good. This is a good fit. But then you'll see a photo of yourself on stage where like maybe you're mid stride, like one leg is lifted, and you're like, oh, I look like a fucking like lunatic. I look like my mom dressed me.
I think we all have photos though in
No, but
candid
that's like this
moments
is like
where-
most of my photos. So it's like when I when I set it up and then I walk, then I can see what the fit looks like in movement.
It's just funny that you. I'm not saying you pretend to not care, but if we looked at you, we'd be like, oh yeah, he doesn't even care how he looks.
That has been my assumption.
But the fact is that you actually care deeply.
We've
And
had
that-
this
You care
conversation
more than
before,
I
though.
do.
We've
I would
had
argue
this-
you care more about how you look when you walk out of the house than I do. Absolutely, I would argue that.
Yeah, no, I would say I care. But we've had this conversation where you say, oh, you don't care about how you look, and I say, no, I actually care a lot about how I look.
Have you ever said
Yes.
that?
Yes.
But it's curated. His look is curated. It's not devil may care.
No, I don't care how I don't when I look to see how I look, it's not like I'm being like, I gotta be looking great before I leave. I just want to not look fucking retarded. Like that's the goal, is to go outside and be like, this is not a fit that I'm gonna see later and be like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Okay, so I guess my paradox that I'm struggling with here is that you do care clearly, deeply about how you look, and yet you wear the same clothing every day.
Yeah, stick with the hits.
And you also don't, but I think you care, but don't want to look like you care.
No, I don't think I think everyone thinks that I do that intentionally. I don't. Like it's not like I'm not leaving. It's not like how like in Louis' specials, like he's got like a
Stained
he's got like a
t-shirt.
stained shirt on or something to be like, oh, this is same old Louis. Like it's like that's just what I. That's just how I dress.
I love it. I think it's
I
such an
love
interesting
this. Yeah, what a layer.
revelation.
I don't think it's that crazy.
Oh, buddy,
For you, it is.
The people who are listening are gonna fucking.
If I knew Francis did that, I'd be like, yeah, that kind
That
of
would make
makes
sense. It
Yeah.
would make sense. I don't do that.
But if I had a mirror, I would never do that. I would just simply look in the mirror. Like when I go on the road.
And I don't have a problem with that. That weirdly is normal. I think it's finding out that you have thousands of hours of footage across multiple phones.
Yeah.
That's what it is. This is what he's doing.
I do get it in stride. Occasionally in a hotel, I'll take a corner. Like I'll see what it looks like when I'm wrapping around a corner. Like I'll go into the bathroom.
You
and I'll wrap.
want to see how you look entering a room? You want to see how you look upon arrival? First glance?
It really has nothing to do with that.
You're doing entrances?
Were there really hands in the pocket?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Yo, I'm surprised you are saying this stuff out loud.
I really don't think it's that crazy. Like I have to see how I look. I don't have a mirror. And I honestly don't think I've lived in an apartment where we didn't have a mirror in Hell's Kitchen. We didn't have a mirror. We might have had a mirror when we lived in West Village. Definitely didn't have a mirror when I lived in East Village. And I don't.
But you have like at least, what do you have, 4 doors in your apartment?
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is that hallway's too tight.
But I think that the back of any door,
Yeah, exactly. That's how most
back
people
or
do it.
front of any
You do
door.
one of those hanging. It's got the
You know what?
clips on
You know
the
what I'll
top.
say? I think it is. I think those mirrors like against a door. Like if I put a mirror, I could easily put a mirror on like my bathroom door.
Yeah.
But then you're looking at it and you're like, well, that's only what I look like from if someone was standing this close to me.
So you want to know how you look from 10 feet.
I want to know how I look from 10 feet.
Not many people need that.
That's actually like all I care about.
That's strange.
Yeah.
That's a strange sort of compulsion.
Yeah,
I would say.
I think it's a weird insecurity.
By the way, I'm not judging or mocking.
No, I don't care.
love
I'm not
this
bothered by
about
it.
you.
I'm not
I
bothered
love
by
it.
Yeah, this is so nice how you're even you're not bothered.
No,
think
it's
nice
I
that you don't
genuinely
care.
think I think it probably comes with just being on stage. Like I want to know what I look like on stage.
I would say that most people who own that explains everything. It's just that.
It has a lot to do with that, yeah.
The distance thing was throwing me because most people who own full-length mirrors don't need to be able to stand 10 feet away from them
Yeah.
in order to get what they want.
Yeah.
I think most people are, 3, 4, 5 feet away.
I think it all stems from I did a show in Arlington, Virginia last year, maybe 2 years ago, and I was wearing I wore a collared shirt, like a polo shirt, and my khakis, and people were DMing me after being like, you have to get new pants.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's wrong with my pants? Because I would look in the mirror, my pants looked completely normal, and then I saw the photos, and it was like
I know this look.
for some reason my pants like
They were like
they would
out.
they would get like very wide.
Wide. Yeah, it's boxy.
Yeah, they were very, but it was like they were boxy on the legs, but then for some reason the waist they were even more boxy.
So it wasn't cute?
It was like they were. It looks like I was wearing like a 38 inseam or 38 waist pants,
Was it cute?
but they're not 38 waist pants.
I need to see a picture of these.
Did you not film yourself in your typical routine with that look?
No, I must have not.
And then from that day, you said never again.
I said never again.
Wow.
It almost
multiple
sounds like a
people.
military fit from like the 1940s.
Yeah.
Like the wide pant, but like skinny waist.
Yeah, a lot of people were messaging me being like, "You got to get new pants." People were coming up to me after the shows. You got to get new pants.
Just
Right.
gifting you pants.
Yeah.
That would be fucking
And
nice.
then I have that Dick Sporting Goods joke about getting new pants. People would like reference that. They'd be like, were those the pants you bought at Dick's? Because they did you dirty if you did.
Mm-hmm.
Their dicks over there. I mean, that's ironically the same joke Amy Schumer told. She's getting killed for that movie, by the way.
The pregnant one?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
I think Jeff Lowe gave it a 2 out of 100.
I mean,
Really?
I was watching it with no sound, and I could not believe what I was seeing. First of all, I understood the entire plot
Yeah.
without any sound. Dude, I am still in shock from this revelation.
It's great.
So,
I'm happy for you for coming out as a vain individual, as a narcissist.
I don't think it's a narcissistic thing.
Well, no, in the classical sense of like Narcissus seeing his reflection in the lake.
What is that? They look at themselves in the lake?
No,
They look at
Narcissus.
themselves in the lake and they say, "I need new pants.
Interesting.
I look
It was like-
boxy." in
I
this
think it's Greek
reflection."
mythology, or Narcissus.
I
Oh,
always
yeah,
get
you're right.
people always say that they're like, oh, if you look at your reflection in a, like people will be like, if you look at your reflection in like the windows that you're walking by, you're a narcissist.
Oh, that's always where I look the best.
That's all I do is look at myself in those
Yeah.
reflections because I don't have a mirror.
We live in a city where every building is made of
Yeah.
reflective glass.
Like literally, like when I get out of my apartment, I go to the building next to me and look because that's the only time I get to see myself in full,
right.
Except for the videos.
except
So,
for the videos. Like if I don't do a video one day, I'll go to just an empty Starbucks.
And there's probably just someone on the other side, like sipping a latte.
I mean, I'll do it. It'll be quick. It'll be like a 4-second pause.
But whenever you're walking and your head is completely 90 degrees to the left, you do look fucking crazy.
I do
'Cause you
that all the
can't-
time.
I know, but it look when you see other people doing it, when they're like not, you can't fake it because you
Yeah.
have to look all the way over
Yeah.
to see yourself.
Sass has stepped on more dogs in New York City, walking with his head turned away.
Right, his half or a quarter exorcism. He
Yeah.
just fucking.
There are times though where I just don't even like
Sure.
yesterday. Like I don't like that's the thing is I think it also has to do with high school. I think high school there's the worst feeling in the world is being in like middle school or like just when you're in school, like not like college where you're there the whole day. You get there and then you're there. And you ever get to school and you got a fit on that you were like, what was I thinking?
Yeah,
And then
totally.
you're just stuck with that for 6 in between periods,
You're holding
walking
on.
around, and you're like, oh,
You wore like yellow for some reason.
yeah.
Like kind of a yellow shirt on.
It would always be my pants. Like I remember, like I one day I remember wearing these Under Armour sweatpants, but they were the ones that aren't cinched at the bottom.
Yeah.
And I
The
remember
straight leg
yeah,
sweatpants.
straight leg sweats. I remember I'd be walking and they'd be like swaying in the wind, like. And I'd be the whole day I'd be like, dude, these pants are insane.
And you need the exact right shoes and the exact right shirts for a lot of your pants.
Yeah.
Like, oh, these pants just don't go with these
Yeah.
shoes and
Dude,
and shirt.
we used to call Ned Donovan wind pants
Really?
because he wore only wind pants for so long.
Yeah.
And you always knew when he was coming because it was just like the sound of
Yeah. Yeah.
Swishing.
And we would play Foursquare, and you know, there'd be a king, queen, blah blah blah, and then the person that would have to rotate out, and everyone would just gang up and work together to get the new person out, and then they'd have to go to the back of the line.
Yeah.
And Ned would hate it, Ned Donovan, and then he'd get really really angry, and when he got really angry, everyone would start chanting, "Win pants, win pants, win pants."
He must have been furious.
He trust me.
Well, as a Neds don't even really exist anymore. Are Neds like Teds or what? What are Neds?
Edwards usually, right?
Oh, Edwards. Are Teds or Edwards too?
Yep. They can be
Interesting.
Teddy. No, Ted's usually Theodore, right?
Interesting. You're probably right.
But it
Ned
could
is
be Edward.
Ned is gross.
Yeah, Ned's tough. You don't hear about. We had a lot of Neds.
Really?
I don't think I've ever met a Ned.
Waking Ned Divine.
We had a lot of Neds.
That Disney movie,
That Disney movie.
Ned's Classified. What is it called?
Yes, Ned's Declassified.
Ned the Head Ryerson from
Ned's
Groundhog
Survival
Day.
Guide, Classified, Declassified.
Declassified.
Survival Guide?
Survival Guide. I knew exactly what the
I
fuck you were
love that
talking
flick.
about.
You've seen Groundhog Day?
Yeah.
Groundhog's Day. Ned the Head Ryerson. Bing again. Do you have any life insurance? Because if you don't, you could always use more. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Ah.
That's my favorite Bill Murray movie.
I could
think.
watch. The irony is that is the most rewatchable movie ever.
Oh, really?
Did
It
you
makes
guys-
me feel a little yucky. I can't watch it that often.
It's charming. I love it.
Did
Andy
you guys watch the
McDowell,
SNL thing?
part of it?
Oh, Bill Murray was great on it.
I think him
Very
and Steve
funny.
Martin just don't hit as much for me.
Steve Martin didn't do it for me at all. I thought his monologue was bad, but but Bill Murray was killing me.
Really.
Yeah, he was very funny.
Lost in Translation is a classic, though.
Yeah. Shane's hosting SNL again.
Oh, I saw that. Yes.
Unbelievable.
That's pretty cool.
It's fucking crazy.
Time to break sobriety.
Glad you didn't waste it at the Super Bowl.
I know.
If you're going to drink one day a year.
Yeah.
Saquon will probably be there anyway.
Saquon will be there for sure.
Every time Shane Gillis hosts SNL, Sass has to trade in his chip.
Yeah. Sucks.
Oh, my God. If only Lauren
No, I
knew.
think I'm out of town anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
Cancel the dates. Where are you
can't.
supposed to be?
When is he doing it? March 1st?
As if you didn't know. What is it, exactly 2 weeks from this Saturday?
Yeah, I'm going to
great.
be in Atlanta.
Holy
Nice.
shit. Yeah, he's got a lot of, maybe we submit maybe we give him a packet. Maybe we send a packet over.
Should we
try and
send him
get
a packet?
something. Let's just try and get something
I
on
got
there.
a couple ideas I'd like to run by.
Get him in front of the Don't Destroy boys.
Yeah.
That is a difficult thing, I feel like, as a comedian, where if you're hosting SNL once a year, you have to come up with 7 new minutes
Yeah.
of SNL-specific material, just about, that's clean, to do as your monologue,
Yeah.
on which you are judged by a whole
By the
bunch of people
nation.
who don't even know your comedy.
Yeah.
That's hard. This podcast is brought to you by Roe.
Yes, sir.
Roe Sparks specifically. This is an incredible medication that is going to absolutely improve your sex life for you and your partner. They dissolve under your tongue and work within 15 minutes. These are the Roe Sparks.
It's super simple. They come in this discreet packaging. They actually sent me some.
Yeah?
Now I have twins.
Look at that.
And so it's like it comes in a little discreet packaging. Rip the top. It looks exactly like a mint or something like
Yeah.
that. Pop it under the tongue. Within it lasts for I think 36 hours. I'm pretty sure, but 15 minutes, you're good to go. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's in your system for 36 hours.
It's 15 minutes on average. This is the average time it takes for them to start
For me,
working.
as I was saying, is 15. But yeah, on average, exactly 15.
They contain sildenafil and tadalafil, which are the active ingredients in Viagra and Cialis.
Which is great, just so it gets right to it.
Yeah, and
But
look,
it stays in your system too, you know.
we're getting older. You know, Ron and I are the same age. Hairball, he's 40 years older than us, and sometimes you know you just need a little bit of a little nudge, a little pick me up to get everything going, and to make
So it's
sure.
not even need, you want it.
Yeah, you want it. You want to make sure you're giving your best effort for both you and your partner. So that's why you should absolutely try Roe.co. Roe Sparks, which can be found at Roe.co. And they are 2-in-1 prescription treatment for stronger, harder erections.
The best.
They hit the bloodstream faster because they dissolve under the tongue, all that stuff. And you should be ready for play with Roe Sparks. If prescribed, new sexual health patients get $15 off Roe Sparks on a recurring plan.
Nice.
Connect with a provider at roe.co/sun to find out if prescription Roe Sparks are right for you. That's ro.co/sun for $15 off your first order.
But he'll get some Trump stuff. You saw Trump's rolling back congestion pricing?
What?
He's getting rid of congestion pricing?
He can do that?
Yeah, I don't know. Danny the security guard was so excited.
But isn't that a states' rights rule or something? I thought that was like his whole thing.
That's
I
what
don't
they said
know.
about
Let the
abortion.
states determine what they want themselves.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I didn't
That's
see
such a specific rule.
But I also, as I said to Danny, he got rid of the paper straws. I was suckling down a piece of construction paper this morning, a nasty paper straw. I thought those were all supposed to be dead now.
Well, it's going to take a while for them to get out of circulation.
that. Yeah, there's a
You
lot
know,
of them.
there isn't like an SS squad that goes around rounding up the
Give us
paper
the straws!
Yeah.
Just fucking
Where are you hiding your straws?
lighting up a Paris baguette.
Are they under these
employee.
floorboards right now? Here and here. Point them out to me where your straws are.
You know what was also
God, what a
you know what
scary
was really
scene.
funny was that the
That's a rewatchable movie.
Yeah, it sure is.
That's
sure is.
perfect.
what?
Inglourious
Inglourious
Basterds.
Basterds.
Oh yeah, that's a classic. I've been watching The White Lotus.
I haven't seen the new episode. Don't tell me anything.
I'm watching the first 2 seasons.
Oh, you haven't seen them?
No,
It's great.
great. I'm on the
Well,
second season.
You were only familiar with the script they sent you.
I was, dude, and I watched the first episode of the second season. I knew every single thing from that entire first episode.
And you saw? Wait, they gave you all the sides
they
for that whole
gave
episode.
me. I was supposed to be Albie, which, by the way, his character sucks.
You were
Yeah,
going
that's
to be Albie, the
Yeah.
guy who.
Well, no, this is the funny thing about it. No, I was never going to be Albie. I was never close to.
But
being
you were
Albie.
reading for Albie.
I was reading for Albie.
That's a big lead. That's a lead in the show.
It's a lead, and then it's also meant for a dude that is in like 100% Italian.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
Oh, as lineage.
He's the son of the guy from The Sopranos.
Yeah. And like their whole thing is that they're in
Imperioli.
Sicily to
Yeah.
visit their grandmother's.
Yes, I thought you meant someone from Italy. But 100%
No,
Italian.
but like I
lineage,
would
got
never
it.
have.
I think you
don't-
could pass for Italian.
I don't have jet black hair.
I think that there's Italians that look like you.
Mm-mm.
You have brown eyes and brown hair. It's not.
I think you're thinking of Jews.
Well, aren't there Jewish Italians?
There definitely are. There's Japanese Italians. There's people there's Asian people in Italy right now that have Italian accents.
No, there's not.
What? That's like being shocked that there's like Asian people in Texas with Texas accents.
Wait, you said there's Japanese Italians?
There's people in Italy from China, Japan, the Philippines
Who are second
who
generation.
are second generation who are growing up with Italian accents.
I'm just thinking of a Japanese dude that has an Italian accent.
And that's what I'm Yeah, see there.
It's probably not meant. Look at his
I can't see it.
How can you not see that if that's the distance you stand in the mirror from or
That
your
can
phone
see
from?
I
him.
watch it close up after.
Oh, right.
You did the pantomime. You did the perfect pantomime.
Yeah. Wait. I bet you there aren't that many because I think Italy does have a very strict immigration
We are
policy.
from a small group called La Cosa Nostra.
Oh, a gabagoo. Oh, gabagoo.
Fettuccine Alfredo.
Oh, we'll do one gabagoo.
Two
I can see it.
Yeah, that's what
I
I
can see
mean.
it.
It's similar cultures.
Yeah.
Close. It's close. Very family oriented, respectful.
It
Well,
is. I
elders.
guess Italians do kind of do the. Oh.
You could easily.
Hey, let me get a gabagoo.
You could easily.
Oh.
I'll take the two sushi. Omakase. I want omakase, mami-san. Grazie.
Classic.
Nice.
Instant classic.
Arigato gozaimasu. I mean, arigato does sound Italian a little
Yeah.
bit.
It does.
Arigato.
Arigato.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It could go either way.
That plane crash was pretty bad timing, huh?
No, I mean, there's not a good time for a plane
I mean,
crash.
that might have been up there with the Trump shooting.
Yeah, predict me making $1 million tomorrow.
I know, right?
Guys got the lotto tickets.
Because we talked about shooting the president, and then the next day
Yeah,
it
next day the
happened.
president got shot.
We talked about he said there's no plane crashes. Next day, plane crashes. No casualties though. But did you see the flight attendant yelling at the guy to not film on his way out?
No.
He was filming on his way out. She's like, "Don't put your
I had a
fucking phone
great riff on it at the stand last night.
You want to share that?
Someone was talking about I was talking about flight anxiety, and then someone was like, well, of course, yeah, with everything going on right now. And then I was like, oh yeah, the crash yesterday. And I was saying that it's got to be the worst time to crash because that's like this, they already landed. I was like, that's got to be the worst time to crash because that's like you're in the process of taking your phone out of airplane mode and texting someone and being like, hey, just landed. I was like, the joke I had was like, someone 100% had already sent like, hey, just landed. And then like milliseconds later, they were like, we're fully upside down.
Might be a while.
Yeah.
The wings are off the plane.
The video of the plane hitting the ground from the guy who's in the car on the runway or whatever is insane.
Yeah.
How did he know to film that?
I don't know.
That just might be a flight enthusiast, someone with autism.
Oh, you think so?
There are
Could
a
be.
lot of those guys.
Yeah.
Well, and what are we thinking it was from? The too hot of an entry by the
Yeah.
pilot?
Well, they're saying that he landed too hard. It ripped the
landing
the
gear?
landing gear off and tipped the plane over to smash the wing, which means that it was a very bad landing. It is the type of landing for which you would definitely not clap.
Oh, no.
And by the way, what the fuck is going on there? Have you seen how all these famous people or like random people are now coming out and saying like it's okay to clap on flights now?
No.
That's all I'm seeing everywhere is viral people being like it's fine to clap after flights. It
Well,
must be because
The plane crash.
planes are crashing, so if you do it successfully, you should clap.
So were they booing the guy in Toronto?
Yeah, I don't know.
They were all throwing tomatoes.
That
the
guy
cockpit.
probably stayed in the cockpit.
Yeah.
The way that Sass does after shows.
Yeah,
In the green room.
100%.
Waits for the whole plane to
Yeah.
empty out.
I'm not going out.
Yeah,
I'm
tell
not-
them I'm not coming out.
Let them know. Let me know when everyone's gone,
Just take pictures with the plane.
including
Don't
the
take pictures
plane,
with me.
including the cleaning crew. I don't want to see anybody.
You know, you're supposed to be able to ask them for a trading card.
Yeah,
Oh, I've heard that.
yeah, on Delta flights.
Every Delta one has a trading card.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I want to get one, but I've always been afraid to ask.
Yeah, you're a little bit too old.
I don't really want to
Also, imagine if you just got that guy's trading card before he fucking botched the landing.
It's probably worth a lot.
probably worth like $1 million.
Yeah.
You think so? I'm leaving
Yeah.
it on the plane.
Yeah, I'd be going back for like after the crash. I'm
Yeah.
like, you got to sign it, dude. I'm sorry.
It's like, yeah.
Dude, like, I
Same.
mean, you get it. You got to sign it.
You don't
though.
mind if I cut a little square of
Yeah.
your blazer off, put as a game worn jersey card.
I mean, I'm getting this
Oh,
graded
you know what? I don't even
immediately.
need to cut it off. I can see a piece hanging from that shrapnel
Yeah,
right
yeah.
there.
I mean, that would be a sick trading card.
Would be.
Yeah, but if you had like Sully's trading card, it was just a damp piece of cloth.
His
Yeah.
game worn trading
Yeah.
card.
Problem is, you just know PSA is not giving that a 10 out of 10.
No,
Not after it's been in your pocket on that
Yeah.
ride.
Darren Ravel definitely has it though.
100%. It's a good card.
Yeah.
It's a damn good card.
Damn good card.
Finding the guy to get it, and then him just punching you like Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah, yeah.
I love that.
It's a classic clip.
Sliding it under the cockpit. And just a Sharpie comes next. You get it. You get it, man.
You think that guy? He doesn't lose his job, does he?
I'd assume he's probably not back.
Yeah,
up
I
in
don't
the
think
air
any.
for at least a
If
couple
anyone
years.
knew, because they'll know.
So you think he'll just go private?
Good
You could
question.
probably get him a
he might
good-
have to switch aircrafts. He might be a helicopter guy now.
He might be a Spirit guy now.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a good way to get a good rate on a private pilot right now. If you get that guy,
True.
you probably get him at a Brunello Cucinelli discount.
No,
Yeah,
that guy's
yeah.
the guy who's now going to be flying Cessnas over the Grand Canyon. Like $200 tour.
Yeah, yeah.
Bad news, you're losing your job at Delta. Good news, we need someone to dust these crops.
Yeah, exactly. You're
Good news, California's on fire.
Yeah, you're
again.
Do you have any experience scooping water from a lake nearby?
Seen you
and
hit
then
the ground.
dropping it on top of flames.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so funny. That no one died.
Oh yeah, you can make fun of it.
If someone died, someone might actually be in critical
They
condition.
said that 2 people were in critical condition, but that they weren't expected to die. I thought critical condition exactly meant there's a strong
Jeez.
likelihood that they're.
This
So
is
did
the
I.
exact same situation that got you fired last time. We assumed life because of news that we heard, and then it changed.
Oh, well, then I haven't made fun of any of this, so
Yeah, me and Sass have been.
it has been you guys.
I mean, it's the same thing with the burger kid.
Actually, maybe even if you just calm us down, if you're like, whoa, that's not cool.
Yeah, I think that until we're out of the woods on this one, probably best to
Stay away from it.
you know.
guys. Let's
No, you can't also tell us this stuff.
Round. We really got to get off this topic.
Sass,
and
I
think
don't think what you just said was funny.
First, you were saying. I mean, you said what was he saying? Mongers and
Jigs,
it's been
it's been a tough episode.
it's been a rough episode for Round.
Yeah.
He's
Don't fucking
making
do
fun of
this.
these victims.
Don't fucking do this to me.
And
How
he
many-
wasn't. We were just joking about how they sounded bad. He's the one who was like fucking yelling it down the street.
Yeah.
Do not
Uncomfortable.
fucking ruin. This will ruin me.
Yeah, I was a little thrown off because I was on that flight. I just flew to Toronto
Right.
on the Delta Connections.
I was flying the night before, and my plane was close
Yeah.
to doing exactly that.
You went through the same. Your winds were. They only said it was 40-mile-an-hour winds though. I've flown in 50. I know I've flown in 50, maybe 60.
No.
Because the guy came on and said it was 50.
There's no
The guy
way
said it
you've
was his
flown in
fastest.
60 mile per
I said
hour
50,
winds.
and I said it could have been 60. This guy came on over the speakers and was like, "We just landed in 50-mile-an-hour winds."
Mm.
He was like
He was
proud
flexing.
of himself. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
flexing, which is fucking sick. And this was 40.
That's yeah.
Guys, we're about to go through some 60 mile per hour winds. Don't worry though, I'll make it feel like 20.
Little bit of a shake. Nothing you boys can't handle back there.
Everybody put on their brave face.
And free round of Johnny Walker on me.
In the war room.
We're gonna make the Wi-Fi free for a bit. If there's anyone you want to say goodbye to, I would suggest doing it
If
now.
anybody
FaceTime
wants to
him.
make a call,
Yeah.
That's always crazy. I watched that movie Red Eye a while ago. You ever see that movie?
I remember.
Is that what it's called? Red Eye?
Yeah, I remember vaguely.
The movie where it's like the lady meets a guy at the bar at the airport, and then they're like, "Oh, we're sitting next to each other on the flight," and then they get in the air, and he's like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you."
Oh, I remember the preview for that. Is it
Yeah,
good?
yeah, that's what I remember.
It's a decent flick.
Actually,
It's like it's a fun movie. But one thing that's interesting about that movie is that it's when the planes all used to have the phones on the
Yeah,
the
right, I
seat,
remember
and you'd
that.
swipe your credit card and then you'd call.
my parents. That was exactly like the mini bar. My parents were like, "Whatever you do, do not touch that phone."
Oh, really? It's expensive.
Making a phone call from the plane is actually more expensive than what the plane costs itself. I had the
believe
fear of death in me.
Yeah, about the phone.
About even I think it was like the mini bar. It was like if you even just took it off the hook,
Yeah.
somehow they would charge you for that.
The mini bar shit is insane. I got hit with that recently where they were like the lady at the front desk was like, just a heads up. She was like, it's like weight. It has like weight
Censored,
sensors
yeah.
on it. She's like, if anything even moves, they're charging you for it. She was like, just don't even open the drawer.
Oh my god.
First thing I did when I got in the room was open the drawer. I was
did
like, well, I
she-
got to see what we're working with
Yeah.
at least.
Did she say that to you because of what you were wearing?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't even tell you cannot afford this. This
She
Hershey's
did say
bar.
that like upon arrival. She was like, don't even open the drawer.
Mm-hmm.
Which I was like, I feel like you're probably not supposed to say that. Like, I appreciate it, but you're
Profiling.
probably not supposed to say that.
Yeah.
And that she's losing her company money.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant, yeah.
Yeah, that's not right. Those I can't believe they still. Well, you know how they still have like ashtrays on some planes?
And on all planes.
No.
It used to be on all
I
planes.
don't think it's on all planes.
But like some
In the
old
bathroom.
models. Oh, in the bathroom. Yeah, I think some do.
I think it's required for them to have it on all planes because the thought process is if someone ends up smoking.
You're
No, seriously,
fucking with me.
no, I swear to God, because I looked it up. I was like, I think I looked up recently. I was like, why do plane bathrooms still have ashtrays? And they were like, because if someone decides to smoke, we'd rather them put it in the ashtray than put it in the trash and then burn the plane down.
Putting it in the trash would suck so
Yeah.
bad. That must have happened once or something.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I think I would just go toilet though, right?
Well, there's not water in there for it,
True.
but just put it in the sink. Get a little water.
I guess I would put it in the ashtray if I decided to smoke.
But they.
The moment you decide to smoke on a plane must be where you're finally just like, fuck it, I'm doing it.
I had to convince a friend of mine not to do that one time.
Really?
On a flight back from Sweden, he was like, "Dude, I'm going to smoke in the bathroom." I was like, "Do not fucking do that."
Who was it that was like recently, within the last year or so, they smoked on the plane. It's a famous person, and they like asked the flight attendant, they're like, "How much are you guys gonna charge me if I smoke on the plane?" And they're like, "It's a $10,000 fine," and then they just immediately like lit up a fat blunt.
I have it on the tip of my tongue.
Was it a rapper?
They smoked a blunt,
Was
not
it
even
Kid
a cigarette.
Rock?
It was someone like very famous and
A
wealthy.
cigarette or a blunt?
I think it was a blunt maybe, but they were like, regardless, they were like that
Alec
that
Baldwin?
is-
Didn't he get in trouble for something where he said, no matter what, I'm gonna do this?
I don't know. It
What
was
an
probably
asshole. I mean, that's such a confined quarter, especially if it's a blunt.
I don't know if it was a public. It might have been a private plane.
That makes more sense. If you're just with your friends. If you're on a public plane saying you're going to fucking smoke a blunt, it's fucking nuts.
Trippy Red. I don't think that's who I was.
Oh, I remember there was a story about Trippy Red with that. But I've also heard stories about pilots, like, snitching on people and being like, they have guns on the plane. Like, when we land, have the ATF there.
Really?
Yeah. I've even heard of limo drivers doing that. You have to be an asshole.
Isn't that what happened to what's his name?
Oh,
Juice World?
maybe.
I think Juice World got snitched on by his pilot, right? Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
because he had like pounds of weed, and the pilot like told the police. Yeah, and they were just like boarding the plane, and he just like ate all the drugs and died.
What? That's for real?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That sucks so badly.
Golly.
Just have one of your guys take the fucking thing. Take
Shove
the
it
fall.
up the ass.
Shove it up the ass.
Yeah.
Shove it up your boy's ass.
At least try the ass.
What if he like filled his ass? He was like, I don't have any more room in my ass.
That happens. What is the? Isn't that a thing? Like people will take the balloons of coke to travel with.
Yep.
Not like to go party with. I'm talking about people that are smuggling drugs across the country.
Yeah.
But then they'll pop and then they die.
Yeah.
That's always some like poor El Salvadorian
Yeah.
woman who's like has no choice. She
And
like
she's
doesn't
pregnant?
like or care about drugs, but
Yeah.
she just has to pay for her family.
Mules.
Yeah.
Mules.
Such a nasty word for them.
Yeah.
You all right?
All right.
He lost his what? LeVar Ball got his foot chopped off?
What?
Why?
I thought you were saying Harborough. I thought you were saying like Jim Harbaugh. Harbaugh. That's the one I always struggle with.
Yeah.
Jim Harborough?
You see, they just raised the salary cap in the NFL.
What, they chopped LeVar Ball's leg off?
Why'd they do that?
Look at this.
Holy shit.
That's
Damn,
crazy.
that actually makes me sad. That makes me super
What
sad
do you think
for
it was?
LeVar.
Diabetes?
His wife is fucking... Wife doesn't speak? Isn't his wife mute? She had a stroke.
Do you think any of the balls will ever win a title?
Probably like accidentally. I could see LeVar Ball or Alonzo being on a team or
Do
something.
you think one of them will win a Grammy? Who do you think's gonna win? What do you think they're gonna win first? A Grammy or a title?
I don't think.
I could see a
Definitely
Grammy,
not a
for
Grammy,
that
but
one
I could see
song.
them winning like,
That one song's pretty good.
but not a Grammy. But it could
You
win a
don't
BET
think?
award like 100% or like a Source award.
You don't think it could win like best like
Hooper?
new artist of the year or something?
No, they only give
It's kind
that.
of how it goes. It's like if they have one big song,
He has 2 other decent songs too.
but it's not that song.
You listen to them.
That song you get,
They're not
you
bad.
hear it once and it's stuck in your head the whole day. I'm
Yeah.
just walking around my apartment. I might swerve in that corner. Whoa. You know that song?
No.
You don't know that song?
I don't listen to this stuff.
You've never heard that song.
Dude, I've given up on rap.
But that's got to be like I'm talking about like just in like it'll be on a TikTok, on an Instagram reel.
I don't want. Yeah.
It's got to be one of the more popular songs.
I don't keep up. I don't know any modern music other than, pop.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah,
By the
her
way,
and
phenomenal job.
the
Can we
Pink-
say phenomenal job on Sunday?
Chaperone.
Chapel Roan.
I didn't see her on Sunday.
She was the star of the show.
What show?
SNL 50.
Oh.
What'd she do?
She was like twerking on fucking
Dylan?
Tom Hanks or some shit.
Mm.
Oh yeah,
Pascal?
Pedro Pascal.
Freaky ass gal. Freaky ass gal.
Okay.
Okay, good
Okay.
stuff.
Are we ending it already? I feel like we've been
Hairball has
going
to
for
get
like
to-
30 minutes.
Hairball has to get to the airport.
I don't. I told you I'm not flying today.
Are you sure?
Yeah. What time is it? Yeah. No, I'm fucked.
You could easily go.
No.
Did you cancel it yet?
No, I'm going to. I'm just going to do the same day change and then change it the next day. Little hack.
Twice?
You can sometimes you can go same day change and then you can change the day to the next day.
That's pretty sick.
Dude, that steak made me very tired.
Yeah,
How
go
long
watch.
have we been going? I feel like we've been going for like 30 minutes.
We've definitely been going at least an hour.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Time flies.
Time flies when you're gabbing. Gabby Douglas over here.
That steak did the opposite to me. It gave me a new energy that I haven't had.
Well, don't spoil it.
Yeah.
Oh man. It's got a sharp pain in my ear.
Oh, I thought you were being like, that steak was so good.
No.
Man.
Well, I'm gonna be in Boston tonight. Let's see. I got the ticket counts just now. Pretty much the only show that isn't sold out will be tomorrow. Thursday there might be tickets left, but it also could be sold out. Friday's pretty much completely sold out, and Saturday the early show has like 10 tickets left. And so does the late show, but the late show is gonna sell out before then. So, if you're not coming to Boston next time, and then outside of that, I'm going to be in Atlanta, Georgia next week, and there are plenty of tickets available for that.
I'll be in Providence, April. I think it's 11th and 12th, 10th and 11th maybe, or 11th and 12th. We're getting rid of that Thursday show, so if you bought tickets to that, I apologize. But they'll have you move over to the either Friday or Saturday if you can make that.
Ditching the Thursday rules so much.
Yeah, I had to because of the mini golf.
Oh, but you're doing Sunday now.
No, I'm not going to do Sunday. We're just going to do Friday, Saturday.
Such a good move.
It was happy
It
days.
is so nice.
And
That
then-
extra night
Yeah, and then
changes everything.
also New Brunswick, New Jersey on March 8th. Tickets are going fast for that.
So come see Francis because you're buying him a new outfit whenever you see him.
That's
Honestly,
right.
people should just pay you in like a threat, like a 20th of an outfit.
I am retiring myself from buying clothes. I'm going to put on a freeze of some
No,
kind for a little
what?
while.
What are we gonna? We're not gonna have anything to gab about.
Well, I'll start buying wine again.
Francis, where is New Westminster or Minster? What is it? I don't know how it's pronounced.
New Westminster?
Yeah, where is that? Canada?
I think so.
Where in Canada?
I don't know, man.
Okay, I'm gonna be there after Atlanta.
Does it have
All
letters
of the
after
tickets
it?
are left.
Does it have letters after it?
No,
It doesn't say BC or...
BC,
There you go. It's British Columbia.
British Columbia.
So maybe it's near Vancouver.
And then I'm going to be in Seattle, Portland, Stamford, Connecticut. I guess I'm doing a one-nighter in Kansas City. I didn't even know about that.
Wow.
That's not even on my website, so I'll get that up.
All tickets for my shows are at punchup.live/Francis Ellis. Hairball will be with me in New Brunswick. Thank you, everybody.
Francis might be with me on all of these dates. You'll have to see.
I'll do some shows.
You'll have to buy tickets and see.
I would like to do some shows together.
I mean, the New Brunswick shows are gonna rule.
Man, having sold out shows rules.
Hard OS comic. Man, having sold out shows rules.
It does, because like I'm looking at like usually it's like I get to see like the capacity percentage sold, and usually it's like 3%, 5%, 17%, and then for this it's like 99%, 100%, 97%. It's a good feeling.
Give my boy the joy of
It's a good
having these
feeling.
sold out shows. Dude, you know what else I love is when I tell a joke and they laugh at it.
That doesn't hit nearly as hard as the sold out shows do. I don't even like sold out shows.
Yeah, it
Like,
actually.
I'm way more nervous for a sold out show than a nice 75 person show. Blast.
Come on now. That's wrong.
You don't agree?
No, you're wrong.
Dude,
Sold out shows
70
are awesome, dude.
like 100, maybe 120, perfect number of people.
So don't go to come see Sass's shows. You're gonna make his day worse.
Oh, you already bought the tickets.
If you see it getting towards 75% sold out, or
I've never been. Let's just say like I've never been doing like an 120 person show and been in the green room, been like, fuck, I'm nervous. It's more just like let's get out there and let's just have some fun. You know.
All right. That's it.
All right, that's going to be it. We'll see you guys next week. The Steak Off will be out tonight.
Check out Roan.com.
Roan.com, HarrySettleWebsite.com, FrancisEllis.org, or what is it, .edu?
Punchup.live/Francis Ellis.
FrancisEllis.gov. And that's going to do it.
That's it.
Goodbye.